Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this channel once again. My name is Francis Sambato. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint. In everything we do in this channel, we really rely on the Savior. Okay, and so we share the gospel over here. We also talks about things that is happening in our society and things that are happening over my country. But most especially, one of the subscribers reached out to me, and she also wanted to know more about Ghana. And most of the times, at times, I'm trying to share my personal life, but it happens that sometimes the videos become very very long. Okay, and so with this one, I'm making sure that at least I can get to the minutes that I want. Okay, the hours that I want on this video. Okay, so one of the things, okay, to answer what my subscriber said. So one of the things she asked was, she have seen that there's a lot of resources in Africa, but there's still people suffering in Africa. Okay, so to answer that question, I just want you to know that yeah, there is resources here in Africa. There is resources, like most especially my country Ghana. Okay, so my country Ghana, if you hear the name Gold Coast, Gold Coast, said gold, it means gold, and then coast, it's close to the coastal side, and so that's why they name it Gold Coast. And today it's called Cape Coast. And so I'm not emphasizing only in Cape Coast, I'm emphasizing in the whole Ghana. Okay, and the difficulties and the challenges that people go through each and every day. So um, here to maybe to serve my own country. Maybe I want to be a military man. I want to serve my country as a military person. It's not easy to get it easy. Like talk like UK, whereby if you're in the UK and you are staying there, it's easy to join the army. Even sometimes they look for people, they place banner and things there that they are looking for armies, like they are looking for people to join the army. Okay, but here it's not like that. Here you have to go and buy a forms. They will put the forms on online. You have to rush and get the forms, and after you get the forms, you have to fill it, submit it, and then they will decide to after you buy the forms, they will decide to call the people who buy the forms. That is the funny thing. After you buy the forms, they will now decide. And then, so if you receive a message which means you have been selected, even when you have been selected, that doesn't mean that automatically you supposed to go. If I think something like that. Yeah, but people also queue. I think um, last 2 years, I see a lot of people in the capital city, Accra. The capital city, Accra, I saw a lot of queue, a lot of people. Like they are more than thousands, and so that tells you the difficulties. That tells the difficulties and how eager people need job. Okay, how eager people need job. Okay, and so Ghanaians really really work hard. They are really hard working men and women. They really work hard, but the leaders have make it in a way that nobody finds it easy. They don't make it easy for you. Like I said, to join the military is something that is supposed to be, is supposed to be easy to join to serve your country, but in Ghana it is not like that. Even to join to be a police personnel, yeah, it is not easy. Talk less navy, it is not easy. Okay, so some of these things, many people pay money. They pay money before they can recruit them to the service. And so that is where the corruption comes. That is where many people involved in corruption, because the top, they are corrupt, the leaders are corrupt, and so they take money from people for people to be able to join the army, okay, or to people to join police, okay, These are after you buy the forms, and then when you buy the forms, it doesn't mean that automatically they have selected you. You are good to join the army. They will check your height, everything, and then somebody just a small mark like my own. I don't know. You guys can see it is here. There's a mark over here. A small mark, they can disqualify you. They say you don't qualify. And then they check the height. And so you are too short. You are like Francis, you are too short, you don't qualify. But you have paid money. You have paid money. And so instead of them to state in their website that okay, if you are short, don't even try to buy the forms. If you are short, don't even try to buy the forms. Okay, we need tall people. We need people who are tall and big. But sometimes that's what happens. But along the way, you can see somebody who is short, and then you can see that person in the military, and then you can see that person in the police. Somebody that is even shorter than me, you can see them in the police. But these are some of the things because those people have paid money. Those people have paid money. And such person, when the person pays a struggle, maybe go for a loan to pay money to join the police or to join the army to serve their country, and then they are paying money for it. When they get there too, when they get the privilege to wear the uniform, they also take an advantage of it and also to take money from people. So over here, when a police person, when you are driving in a police, when you are stopped in the barrier, you even when your papers, your driving license, everything is untouched, you have to pay. You have to give a bribe. That one they call it. They call it like you have to give them money. And then here, if a police person like if you are going and the police person stop you, and you ask them, so what is my offense? You can't talk. They will not allow you to talk. They will not allow you to talk. So here, the people are very, very afraid of the police. So the police are not the people's friends. Talk less of the soldiers. They are not the people's friend. Okay, this is some part of it. Okay, this is just a part of it. Okay, then coming to our health sector. Okay, our hospitals, which is terrible, which is really, really terrible. When you find yourself in our hospital, just pray that it is a malaria. Even in malaria, you can just get some local medicines, and then you can cook it and drink it. Some are very bitter. You drink it and you'll be fine. But if you have maybe a heart failure or you have a kidney problem, when you get to our hospital, you will die because you can't pay. Everywhere is corrupt. The hospitals, the nurses, because the doctors, some of them they paid before they came there. Somebody who has graduated as a doctor is supposed to be easy for the person to be able to what? To get that job, but they make it difficult that you have to go and pay money before they give you your own job that you have spent millions of CDs to go for the school. You have to go and what? And pay before they give you the job. If you don't pay, you will stay home. I know people who have completed their nursing school that the government need to, the government need to put them in the places for them to go and serve. Okay, but the government have not been able to what? To do that. The government have not done that. And these people are home. They have been home. Some have been home for 4 good years because they don't have the money. If they have the money and go and pay $1,000, which is about 10,000 Ghana cedis or $500, $500, which is about 6,000, or I think 6,000 or 5,000 Ghana cedis. Those people, well, as soon as you pay, they will give you your job. They will give you a letter that you have been employed. Okay, so if you don't have the money, okay, and such person, when the person paid that amount, maybe the person went and and borrowed the money from somewhere to pay to be able to get. So when the person get there, all the attention are how to be able to get that money and go and pay my maybe it's a loan, how to go and pay the money back. Okay, and so that is our health sector. And if you are sick, see the doctors, they don't have they have some of them are good, like the nurses, some of them are good. Okay, but I tell you, majority, if it is a 90%, if it is 100%, 90% of them are corrupt. Anybody who try to you try to be like, you are trying to do things right, you become an enemy. And so what will you do? You have to. But we have good, faithful Latter-day Saint members who are in the service, who are serving their people. But for them, they are refusing. I have a friend, and this friend, you know many a times people trying to, because he doesn't want to get himself involved with what they are doing, and so they find a way to criticize him just for him to lose his job, because he is not ready to take that bribe. He's not ready to join what they are doing. Okay, so these are things that is happening in Ghana. And so over here, it's very difficult for somebody to get a job. We have all the resources, but the leaders have made it in a way that it is not easy. Even when you want to be entrepreneur, then maybe the government should have come in and said, "Oh, these people don't want to be entrepreneur. Let me support them with some loans and other things." But here, when they give you a loan, it is a very big headache. You can't sleep. You see the way I open my mouth. You can't sleep. The interest itself is more than the money you went for. And so let's say maybe you went for maybe $1,000 loan. You will pay $500 interest. You will pay $500 interest to the money, to the $1,000 you went for. And the worst part is they don't even give it to entrepreneurs. They don't give you when you go to the bank. But we save our monies in the bank. But when you go to the bank that you need a loan, they will tell you where is your pay slips. Where is your pay slip that shows that you work in the government sector? And so if you don't work in the government sector, you don't get a loan. You don't get a loan. And so these are issues, these are things that many people are going through. So like for me, in 2018, I was working for a hotel, and these are private sectors, hotels and other things. They decide what to pay you. Like you can work from Monday to Monday, which means there is no off day. The work that I was doing that time, I'm not going to mention that hotel's name. I was working from Monday to Monday in 2018. And they decide, you see, he decide when to pay me. And the money that he's even paying me, it is not even up to $50 as a chef. And this is one of the big hotels in Almina. And then they don't want to give you all the money. That small amount of money. And so here, nobody speak for no one. So we are slaves in our own country. We are slaves. Ghanaians are very hospitality people, but their hospitality, they give it to like people who comes in. But their own people, it is difficult for somebody to hold your hand and say, I've seen something in you, Francis. I've seen something in you. I want to help you. I want to help you to be able to achieve that dream. It is hard to find. It is hard to find those people. It is hard for somebody to hold your hand, to say, let me help you. It is really hard. So here, they always want you to be like a servant, where you'll be under them. So if that rich man that's supposed to maybe to help you, guide you, or to be a mentor and tell you that, hey, you can do this, you can do these small things, and there are opportunities they will not do it. They want you to be under them and serve until you die. My father worked in the education sector for many years. My father his whole pension pay for 60 years, for 60 good years, his pension pay was not even up to $3,000 for 60 good years. But for here to be able to get rich quickly, you have to join politics. That is the easiest way to get money. Our land is fertile. Our land is fertile. You can just drop a seed on the floor, just leave it and go with the hot sun. That seed will grow up. But we don't have who is going to support you when you want to get into farming. You have to struggle and struggle and struggle to find your way out. You have to struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle to find your way out. Even when you find your way out, the government is saying, hey, I'm not going to allow you. I'm going to tax you. Somebody who is just starting to come, I'm going to tax you recklessly. I'm not going to leave you. And so it is hard. So poverty is real. There is this young man, his name is Wadimaya. He's doing amazing thing. This guy is trying. He's a YouTuber. He traveled to all the African continent. Some of you, if you have not watched his videos, go and watch his videos. He traveled to all the African continent. We are rich, but the leaders we have are our problem. And they have making the system so hard to the extent that you are being forced. And so when they come in election, when it's close to election year, because you don't have even you don't have the money to buy the food to eat. And so in election year, they will come and give you money. After the election, you have to wait for another 4 years' time. If they give you $2, until the next 4 years, they will come and give you $2, because they will make the system very hard to the extent that when they come and give you that $2, you would think that, hey, because you will be happy to the extent that because you are going to put food in your table for that night. And then they will come and lie, and for you to go and vote for them. There are people, when you come to Ghana, you see there are a lot of mad people in the street, everywhere. Mad people. Our hospitals are terrible. To get a job it is hard. Even though your money, for them to pay your money, most of these private sectors, even government is still owing some people. Even government is still owing upon all the resources and all the things we have. Government is still owing. But the government appointees, they are comfortable. Today, when we come to Ghana, all our water bodies, it's gone. Today, people are getting blind because the water that they are drinking is not good. These people that they are doing galamsey, they are doing illegal mining. Let me put it in that way. Illegal mining. They are spoiling all our water bodies. These are things that are on the ground. So to my dear friends who ask that you want to know more about Ghana, indeed, there are a lot of people who are suffering in Ghana. There are a lot of young men like me who want to do more, who want to, to do more. There are people like me who want to get into agriculture. But where will you get equipment? Who is going to help you? Which bank? When you go for these microfinance banks, the interest the interests that they will give you, you cannot sleep. And then when you are not able to pay, you go to jail. You go to jail. So here people really suffer before they put food in their table. They really suffer before they put food in their table. It is really difficult. If you want to see the reality, I have a non-profit organization. And if you want to also to do humanitarian tour, you can join and come and see some of the things. I know a young man he's from America. He came to Ghana. He came and do his missionary service over in Ghana. And there is something he said. He said, Francis, when I go back home, I will be grateful for everything I have. Because when I was back home, I had a washing machine and I was not grateful for it. But this place have taught me that I don't need $1,000,000. But whatever I have to be grateful. Thank you so much for watching this.